need to discuss completely. Okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
See,
exactly whether they're having
absolutely. No question. It
becomes the next man.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Oakland A's. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Daniel Mengden gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit around a little bit. But if he attacks hitters and throws quality strikes in this...
Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2026 Oakland Athletics.
And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And the guy I want to focus on today is Alan Hansen, second baseman. Speed is his #1 tool. He's very sure-handed at second base, able to turn the double play, but check for him to get a big bag today.
Play ball. That is it. The third baseman, Miguel Escalona.
He's set. The 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Olsen to take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Reds out in front, 1-0. Stepping in, Tyler Naquin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Tyler.
First pitch on its way.
Naquin.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Let's play ball.
Into the box now, Wiz Hammer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hammer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And a bare-handed attempt, but he can't get his palm around it. Comes set, and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
The 1-2. Chopped down to short. Can they get 2? He's got to hurry. And there's one down now.
Play ball. That's ball 4. Three. He's out. 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 3. Ball 4. Take the ball. Out. He's out.
At the plate, Chad Huddleston. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikes. But no one likes to go down looking. That's to dish this AB.
And there's out number 2. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. So striding forward now, Mason Reagan. He singled his last time up.
Mason.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Let's play ball. 3.
Stepping into the box, Wiz Hammer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Laureano aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Stepping in, Matt Olson.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Up next for Oakland.
One gone for the A's here in the third. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. Now the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through. A base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Bases are loaded here with 1 away. And that'll bring up Alan Hansen.
Alan Hansen.
He's set, and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Laureano on third. Next up for the A's, Wiz Hammer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Mullins is in pursuit. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting.
2 away
First
now in the
baseman.
Oakland 4th.
Matt.
And that brings in the big power hitting first
Olsen.
baseman Matt Olson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
When you dive into the numbers in this.
Settling in now, Wiz Hammer.
The
He
batter,
flew out
number
in his
2.
last at-bat.
Shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
First delivery to him on the way. Pops this one up, but this will land untouched. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mullins is there, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. It was
Now
a
batting.
walk.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Into the box, Elliott McGrath. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early. That bat.
Hit on the ground out to short. Hammer. And that's the second out.
He's out.
Stepping up to the plate,
The
Wiz
batter, number
Hammer.
2.
He's 1 for 4
Shortstop.
for the game.
Wiz Hammer.
Pitch on the way. Line drive to center field. Mullins is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Let's play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. 4. Take the base. 3.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Game 2 of the World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Oakland A's. It's Game 2 of the World Series. Next. Ray Karnitz is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2026 Oakland Athletics.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded. All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his...
4-4, take your base. Out, out. That's 4-4.
Now at the plate, Wiz Hammer, as he'll look to bring home that
shortstop.
tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hammer.
Here comes the first pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Naquin at second. Laureano on at first with nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Mullins patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Ball 4, take your base. 3.
Your attention, please.
Stepping up now, Wiz Hammer, and their runners at the corners now.
Shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hammer.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Into the concrete staircases and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
Let's play ball.
Digging in to try it again, Mason Reagan. He reached on a single in his first try.
Mason Reagan.
Hit hard up the middle. He's got it. One there. Relay to Olson. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. On now to the bottom of the second. The A's lead it 10-2. At the plate, Ben Gamble, a base hit in his first trip.
Lots of baseball left. In this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want guy to get on and set the table for the big boys.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Let's play ball.
Now at the plate, Elliott McGrath. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Elliott McGrath.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Play ball. Out. Out.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Wiz Hammer comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Winker will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. Now, Wiz Hammer. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Winker looks up. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
In there.
3. Out. 4. Take the break. Out.
Coming to the plate now, Wiz Hammer.
batter,
He's gone
number
deep
2.
twice in the
Shortstop,
game, making him 2 for 4.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
First pitch on its way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. Naquin over at second. Laureano at first, 1 gone.
Nope.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home. This ball will be chopped foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A bouncer to the left side. Gonna be a tough play. There's one, but one's all they were ever gonna get, and the inning will continue. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance.
Come on.
And this one will bounce into the wall. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the second run will score as well.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
Dan Juarez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 6, Dan Juarez.
Nomar Mazara will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away.
The right fielder.
Here's the first
30.
pitch to him.
Nomar.
Cold strike at the letter. 0-1.
All right.
3 out. 3.
Digging in once again, Wiz Hammer. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one.
Hammer.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So 2 runs on 3. Ready once again, Cedric Mullins. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. Runners are at first and third with none out. Now hard toward first, but this is speared by the first baseman.
Play ball.
So stepping in, Jesse Winker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The Reds down to their last strike. Now
1-1-1.
ground ball. This should do it. To his left. Throw on to first will be in time to take care of him, and the A's have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
(19-8) tonight. The Oakland A's get the win to jump out to a 2-0 series lead.
4
Ray
hours and
Harness
17
pitches
minutes.
well enough to get the W. Alex Wells
Thank you
couldn't
for
get out of
joining
the
us here
first
this
in this
evening.
one as he takes
We
the
remind
loss.
you to please
So that's a
drive
wrap for
home
us in this
safely.
one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Oakland A's and the Cincinnati Reds. A pivotal Game 3 of the World Series is next. Aaron Nola will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny? Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find...
Batting third, the shortstop, Riz Hammer.
Now here's the pitch. Just short, hit hard. Huddleston over to his left. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A's are gone in order. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Now at the plate, Mason Reagan.
Now batting, second baseman, Mason Reagan.
The 1-2. Slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And he's safe.
You know, D-Lo, sometimes one of your best friends in your own.
4-4, take the base. 3 out.
Now in the box, Wiz Hammer. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway. And
Leading off for the Reds, the left
into the
fielder,
windup. Here comes the 0-1. To short. Hammer has it. And that's the first out.
Let's play ball. 3 out. 3. Ball 4, take the base. 8 out. 4-4, take the base. Out. That's ball 4. 3 out.
Now to the plate, Wiz Hammer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy. That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
First offering on its way. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. If you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Laureano, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-2 pitch. This is skied out toward right. Mullins has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Play ball. Ball 4, take the base. 3. 4-4, take the base. 3 out. 8 out.
Digging in, Nicholas McDermott.
Now batting.
6 runs,
first
8
baseman,
hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far.
McDermott.
Round is short. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
Let's play ball. Out. 3.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Comes up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcement.
Batting third, the shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Laureano stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across.
3. Out. Good. Lead out. Out. Good.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Miguel Escalona.
1. On the ground is short. Hammer right there. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Let's play ball.
Stepping into the box, Wiz Hammer. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Nope.
Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
He's out. Out. 3. Out. 3. Out. Ball 4. He's out.
Standing in, Miguel Escalona, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Escalona.
He's set. The 3-1. 1-1-1. Hard on the ground toward short. Hammer comes up. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. One left for Cincinnati. They're down 2-1. Ready for another shot now. Wiz Hammer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Laureano is off of first with 2 away. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Here now the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gamble is there.
Round hard,
and the inning is over.
You're scoring.
So it's no runs on a hit, no error. Riding in once again, Wiz Hammer. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant. John McDonald gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
John McDonald.
Standing in, Ben Gamble. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Leading off for the Red, the center fielder, Ben.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Play ball. Out. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. 3. Take out. 3. 3. Got it. 3. He stays. 3.
Striding in, Wiz Hammer. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Wiz Hammer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the... Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The A's move a win away from a championship as
Here
they've
now is
taken
our
a
final line
3-1
score tonight.
series lead.